Hi, welcome to our homestead. I'm Kathy and my husband Rich and I live off-grid in the Adirondacks on a homestead we are building from scratch. Our primary heat source is wood, and that means we need to be able to cut wood, split wood, and stack and store wood for the winters. This year, however, we simply ran out of time. Perfect, wow. So, because we only just got the house covered, we never had a chance this year to process firewood and heat the house. Our primary heating source is the wood stove. So we had to order some firewood. Despite having to purchase wood to heat with this year, we do plan on harvesting and processing directly from our own land in the future. Living so far from town, we know how important it is to have backups and alternatives for processing the wood, but we are also on a very tight budget. So today we wanted to share what we discovered recently about a new online marketplace called Temu. We always thought Temu only sold clothing, so we never really bothered to check them out. But recently they reached out to us for collaboration, so we took a look. And we were very surprised to learn that they have products over a multitude of categories, including firewood processing, storage, and accessories. Not only that, but the pricing was very budget-friendly. So we said yes to their offer and chose a few items that we always wanted to try. So we just want to say thank you to Temu for sponsoring this video and making it possible for small channels and homesteaders like us to succeed.
If you are heating with wood, you got to be able to cut wood. And one of the things I hate is sharpening a chainsaw. Yeah, I've tried using files and everything. It just takes too long. It's a pain in the neck. I could never get the angle right. But today we have a new tool. This is a little chainsaw sharpener. I'm sure we've seen them before. But I've always wanted to try one of these. It's supposedly very easy to use. It comes with 5 different bits to sharpen it. These are directions. Alright, so we want to make sure that your chain can move freely. I don't know how close you can see, but these teeth on this chain are hammered pretty good, like this one here. Let's start with this ugly looking one right here. Takes a little practice. Get it in there nice and tight. And it definitely is grinding. So now you'll go to the every other one. This one. Okay, so that one's really sharp right there. I like the looks of that. I'm going to mark it with something so I know when I come around I'm done. And then I'll do the same on the other side. There you go. Next. Probably couldn't hurt to put a little bit of oil on this, so it runs a little smoother. Shaves every tooth the same depth. So we are moving along pretty good, and the teeth are coming out sharp as a tack on my fingers here. This is an 18-inch chain. So after I do all these, I gotta go and do the ones going the opposite direction. Alright, there's the mark on the one I started, so I'm all finished. It really only took about 15 minutes. The tool works nice, it's well made. I like the aluminum. This little stop thing for the tooth on the chain, the main thing is to make sure that you push the chain back so it's against the stop, and it seats the stone properly. Now this stone, I thought they were going to wear out pretty quick, but it still looks pretty good. And they give you 5 of them, so for the price, buying a new chain versus having it sharpened for whatever this thing costs, it's definitely worth it. They're definitely sharp. Let's go see how she cuts. Bad. All right, let me get more wood. They are sharp. So we cut our wood nice and small because we have a small stove, and the small stove likes small wood. We know that the chainsaw sharpener works, and for the price you can't beat it. There'll definitely be a link in the description below where you can get that. So we know that the chainsaw is cutting wood, and not only do you need to cut wood, but you also need to be able to split wood. So Temu was nice enough to send us this. I've seen these things on YouTube, and I've seen people use them. I've always wanted to try one. So this is like a sort of drill bit splitting device. And we are going to try this out today. It's got some sharp edges on it for sure, and it feels pretty heavy duty. They give you a setup for various drills. This is like your SDS type drill bit. This is just a hex sort of chuck. There's another SDS drill bit. They give you 2 of those for 2 different pieces here. And for the price from Temu, this stuff can't be beat. I'm just going to use this one in my regular 1/2-inch chuck on my drill. Alright, so let's go try it out. Oh boy. Hang on. We gotta think this through. Oh boy. Alright, so far I got this thing stuck in there, and my drill is just not strong enough, so I'm gonna go switch to a different drill.
I think we need to try some green wood.
Okay.
But that makes some kindling pieces. There you go.
It's a learning curve. We have a lot of hardwoods. Everything's dry and frozen. That's why you saw me having a little bit of a hard time with it. But redundancy is key. Like a little kindling slicer sort of device. And what we'll do here is mount this out by the firewood. Some mounting hardware. Oh, alright, nice. I don't have to go searching for screws. I'll tell you right now, I'm probably going to sharpen this blade before I do anything else.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't really have a vise except for in here, and I needed to put it in a vise. I'm sharpening up this this kindling splitter here.
It doesn't come sharp?
Nah, it had a lot of paint on it and everything, so I want to just sort of clean it up. It's getting there.
How's it look? Pretty heavy duty?
It looks fine, yeah.
Okay.
I think this will work.
Cool.
This will be good for splitting kindling because, you know, if you're burning wood, not only do you have to cut wood and split wood, but you also need to split kindling for starting fires. So this will be handy. is our lever. Alright, let's see if it works. There you go.
That works great that way.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And it has this little ring that'll, so kids can't chop their fingers off.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's try this one. Oh.
That's a very hard wood. That's the hardest wood that there is. That's beech.
Yeah. I think you gotta give it a little.
Yeah.
Gotta watch your fingers.
Definitely got to watch the fingies.
Oh, this one's just too.
That's a very hard
knotty.
wood. Yeah.
And yeah, they call this stuff ironwood or whatever,
Yep,
right?
they do. So yeah, it doesn't work good with knotty wood. It doesn't work good with the really, really, really hard wood. But it works great with all the scrap lumber.
This is a good way to get rid of all the little scraps of wood from all our projects. That's why we don't throw anything away. So with all the building projects and all the work that we're doing around here, this is a good way to use all this scrap wood for kindling, and these tools here make short work of it. I do like this lever action one a lot better than the one with the drill, I'll say that. But redundancy is key, as we've said before. And we'll use them both if we have to.
Our firewood storage leaves a lot to be desired inside the house. We've got tools, wood, everything is just piled all over, so...
You know, when you heat primarily with wood, not only do you need to cut wood and split wood, but we're also going to need to stack wood and store wood. So, let's see, we got a bunch of parts. That actually looks nice. Kathy picked this one because it had hooks on it to hang our little stove tools and stuff, so that's...
Yeah, because everything's laying all over the floor. I like it a lot.
I like the looks of it. Will there be a product link in the description below, Kathy?
Yes, there will, Richie. When you turn it around, I want the tools to be closer to us to be able to reach. It definitely looks a lot neater than it did.
This wall obviously is by no means finished. We are in the middle of our build here for our earth sheltered home. So if you're interested in our build, click on the link below and subscribe to the channel.
So Temu has a lot of products for and having to do with firewood processing, splitting, cutting, and it's on a budget that we can afford.
With everything costing so much these days, you have to look at a way to save.
And even though some of the things we won't be using every day, when you live on a homestead in the middle of the woods, far from any stores, you have to think about backups. Redundancy is key. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kathy.
And I'm Rich.
And we're creating a simpler life in the Adirondacks.
But simple does not mean easy.
Especially when you're on a budget. But Temu makes it possible to have what we need. See you in the next video.